Hello, this is Sudarshana Starshine Star. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be continuing the series that I started called What Americans Need to Know Now. And I will be doing something a little bit different today because instead of reading from the booklet that I've been reading from of educating everyone about what a straw man is, I'm going to be reading some items today from 40 Well-Kept Secrets that all U.S. slaves should be aware of now. That's what it's titled, but I'm only going to read about half of them in this clip. So thank you so much, and please remember, if you like this content, please remember to like and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. Today, as per usual, I'm going to begin with the opening prayer to offer everything that is discussed here and taught here and learned here for the best and the highest of all. And here we go. Om, 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 Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahmam Tasmahi Sri Guruvena Namaha. Om Suklam Varadaram Vishnum Sashivarnam Chatubhujam Prasanavaranam Dhyaye Sarva Vigno Pashantaye. Om Bhur Bhuvasuvaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhago Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Naha Prachotayat. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. And excuse me with my wiggling camera and the paper rustling, but it's just going to be how it is today. So from 40 well-kept secrets that all U.S. slaves should be aware of now, I'm going to read some very short items, and lots of times they'll be listed the exact statutes where these are coming from, so you can look them up yourself. Item number 1. The Revolutionary War was a fraud. The quote-unquote United States did not actually declare independence from Great Britain or the King. Item number 2. America is a British colony. The United States is a corporation, not a landmass, that existed before the Revolutionary War. Information taken from the Articles of Association, October 20th, 1774. Furthermore, the British troops did not leave until 1796. Respublica versus Swears 1, Dallas 43, Treaty of Commerce 8, Statute 116, the Society for Propagating the Gospel, C. period versus New Haven 8, Wheat 464, Treaty of Peace 8, Statute 80, IRS Publication 6209. Item 3. The King of England financed both sides of the Revolutionary War. Treaty at Versailles, July 16, 1782. Treaty of Peace 8, Statute 80. Item number 4. The gold fringe, symbolic of royalty, which is attached to the border of every U.S. flag hanging in every courtroom across America, symbolizes America being ruled to this day by Great Britain under international maritime admiralty law. Item 5. There are no judicial courts in America, and there have not been any since 1789. Judges do not enforce statutes and codes. Executive administrators enforce statutes and codes. FRC versus GE 281 U.S. 464, Keller versus PE 261 U.S. 428, 1 Statute 138-178. Item number 6. There have not been any judges in America since 1789. There have only been administrators. FRC versus GE 281 U.S. 464, Keller versus PE 261 U.S. 4281, Statute 138-178. Item number 7. The most powerful court in America is not the United States Supreme Court. Excuse me, turning the page, but the Supreme Court of Pennsylvania, 42 PA C S A 502. Item number 8. If you are of legal age and retain legal counsel in your defense, you are automatically assumed by the court to be a mentally incompetent ward of the court, and can therefore be remanded indefinitely to any mental institution of the court's choosing. Item number 9. You cannot use the U.S. Constitution to defend yourself because you are not a party to it. Paddleford, Fay and Company versus the Mayor and Aldermen of the City of Savannah, 14, Georgia 438,520. Item number 10. The quote-unquote, the people, does not include you and me. Barron versus Mayor and City Council of Baltimore, 32 U.S. 243. Item number 11. You own no property. Read the deed to the property that you think is yours. You are listed as a tenant legally. The term human being refers to an animal impersonating a human, such as a slave. Under the law, slaves can't own property. Senate Document 43, 73rd Congress, First Session. Item number 12. We are slaves and own absolutely nothing, not even what we think are our children. Read your birth certificate. Your mother is listed as an informant. Tillman versus Roberts, 108, SO period 62. Van Coten versus Van Coten, 154 Northeast 146, Senate Document 43 and 73rd Congress, First Session. Weinhammer versus People, 13, New York, Rep. 378, 481. Item number 13. Military dictator George Washington divided the estates, into districts based upon the ritualistic practice of dissecting Masonic squares. This is why even today so many towns are built on the square, quote unquote. America truly is the land of the free, Freemasons, that is. Messages and Papers of the President, Volume 1, page 99. Webster's 1828 Dictionary for Definition of a State. And that's it on that. Item number 14. In addition to obsession with Masonic ritual, symbols, and architecture, the quote-unquote United States is the first quote-unquote country from its very inception to have been surveyed and engineered according to Masonic ritual and specification. Item number 15. The United States does not have any employees because there is no longer a United States. No more reorganizations. Executive Order 12803. Do not impersonate one of its creditors or shareholders, or you will go to prison. 18 U.S. C. 914. Item number 16. Before 9/11 and Pearl Harbor, the Boston Tea Party was the first false flag operation enacted to promote further hostilities toward the indigenous tribes of North America. Item 17. The causes behind World War I, World War II, and the Depression were completely fraudulent. The United States was making loans to other countries all over the world during the Depression. In the early 1930s, the building of Germany's infrastructure, railroads, military, and funding for the Nazi Party was financed by the quote-unquote United States, including various other American corporations and private American investors, namely Prescott Bush, the grandfather of George W. Bush. Note that Switzerland is never involved in these fiascos because the Bank of International Settlements is located in Zurich. Item number 18. The etymology behind what we today in the West would consider an innocuously ordinary, internationally dispersed banking practice called quote-unquote lending is known within virtually every holy text throughout the world, including the Bible, as usury. Usury is generally categorized as a predatory type act or preying on those who are most vulnerable. People within the banking and loan industry, however, more commonly refer to this practice as writing a loan or mortgage. The word mortgage comes from the Latin conjunction morte gage, which in English literally means death grip. Item number 19. The Federal Reserve was never legally ratified on the floor of the House and Senate, and it is not a U.S. government agency. It is a privately owned pyramid scheme perpetrated against Americans by a most unethical group of world bankers, e.g., J.P. Morgan, Paul Warburg, and J.D. Rockefeller. Item number 20. The Internal Revenue Service isn't a U.S. government agency, but an agency of the International Monetary Fund, aka the IMF. The IRS was devised by bankers to collect national debt, which they, the bankers, created themselves by greatly inflating the cost of financing World War I and World War II, which they, these same bankers, instigated in the first place. The IRS then began collecting the income tax directly imposed on the American people as a means to ensure perpetuation of an archaic class system known as serfdom or slavery. In addition to the tax never being legally ratified, it is a direct UN proportioned tax on the labor of the average American worker, and so therefore, according to the Constitution, it is not even a legal tax. Diversified Metal Products versus IRS et al. CV-93-405E. EJE USDC DI Public Law 94-564. Senate Report 94-1148. Reorganization Plan Number 26, Public Law 102-391. Item number 21. The 1040 tax form is quite literally a form of tribute paid to Britain. IRS publication 6209. And that's the last I'm going to read in this clip. There's about half more to go in the next clip that I make. Please excuse my really wiggling camera. I know it was even more extreme today. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was edifying and that you will continue to watch this series and other clips on my channel. Please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And now we're going to end with the closing prayer. Om, 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 Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu, Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu, Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. God bless, and I will see you soon.